this is what happens in a lot of 20th century theology generally, especially as you look at kind of the Barthian shift away from what was the older Protestant liberalism and toward a more orthodox view. While I think there are good things about that shift, and there are things that you can take that are beneficial from a Karl Barth kind of figure. One of the things that starts happening is that figures like Barth start now using what were the terms of old orthodoxy and now meaning something totally different by those terms, right? Or something kind of related, right? They grab onto a piece of what that term means. So through Barth and then a lot of later figures, you have terms being used in totally different ways where it sounds similar to what the old Orthodox theologians were saying, but when you actually ask the question, but what does he mean by that? They mean something completely different. So that's what you find in a Bayer, Paulson, Ferde. So I think what happens is people read those texts and think that they mean things that they don't mean. Right? You read atonement and you think it means one thing, but the author means something totally different by what they mean by that. And so it's not even honest or fair to the theologian themselves to grab onto their theology and say, oh, this works within my system. If it doesn't, you're misreading them. And when you're, I do happen to think that authorial intent matters.
How dare you?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not adopting a, postmodern reader-oriented approach to a text that says you can just grab onto this text and who cares what the author actually meant and what the context of it was, which I think is essentially what a lot of people are doing when they're reading someone like Ferde and think that it somehow connects with what is classical Lutheran thought.